my name is Sisley and welcome back to my channel. So, Lana Del Rey released 2 new songs this Friday, and of course, since we love Lana Del Rey in this house, I have to listen to them. Her album is coming out pretty soon, I think it's the end of this month, and I'm really hyped about it. I hope you guys are too. I've been loving these new songs from this new era. I loved how they were produced, how they were written, so I have somewhat high expectations for this album. And these 2 new tracks, one of them is a song called Looking for America, the other one is a song from a soundtrack that is called Season of the Witch, which seems really fitting for Lana, you know, knowing her aesthetic and all. But before we start listening, if you enjoy my videos and if you like supporting me beyond watching them, please consider supporting me through Patreon. I'll put a link to my Patreon page in the description, and also a huge thanks to the people who are already supporting me on there. Your support means the world to me, it helps me out a lot, I love you guys. But yeah, we're gonna start with Looking for America, and actually, when I saw the title of the song, I was like, oh my god, is this a cover? Because the moment that I saw the words Looking for America, I was like, I know another song that had similar lyrics in the chorus, but I looked it up and it's not a cover, it's an original song. So that's gonna be exciting. So without further ado, let's get playing. Let's see what these 2 new Lana songs are all about. Well, that's a bassy bass. Aww. Oh. 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 That is such a pretty chorus. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love how warm this sounds. I love those lyrics a lot. And the melody is so mesmerizing. That is so pretty. Alright, so this was short and sweet, like really sweet. I like the warm sound that this song has, and in general, so far the way that these songs have been produced, I feel like they have a warmer feel to them as opposed to what we've been hearing from Lana so far, because her music has always been melancholic, but it also felt cold, you know, like it just had a very cool and dark feel. Like it wasn't always dark, but it had that kind of like cold feel. I don't know how to describe it, but this was so simple and warm. Maybe it's the lack of reverb and just, you know, like relatively dry vocals for Lana's style. I think that's the main thing why this felt so warm, and that melody in the chorus was so pretty. The lyrics were pretty great too, because I don't know about, you know, like how it is when you live in America, but even outside of America and in, you know, in post-Soviet countries, America's always been painted as this land of freedom where everything's like super cool and perfect and everybody can make their dreams come true. And you know, then you grow up and you find out what's actually happening and you're like, yeah, doesn't sound like that. So I kind of get that, you know, like I get that feel. And sometimes the version of the world that we grew up imagining is not actually there, and we end up looking for it. And sometimes we look all our lives and can't find it because it's just not real. So yeah, this was really bittersweet with really profound lyrics. I think musically this is my favorite song so far that we've heard from this era. Actually, I'm not sure, because production-wise there have been cooler songs, but this just calls me, maybe because of the melody. I don't know. But yeah, next up is Season of the Witch, and it's from the movie Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Now that doesn't sound like a movie that I would want to watch, but I'm still very intrigued because it's Lana, her music is always cool. So let's click play and check it out. And that's funky. Oh, that effect. I feel like it's very muted. I really like that vibe though. That's fun. Oh, it got louder. Oh, that's fun. I really like the dynamic range. And by like, I'm a bit annoyed that I can't hear it right now and I can't get it louder, but I like that it's there. That was cool. Oh, I like that backing vocal. I just love how it gets louder here. And that melody is really catchy. Oh, that's stereo. That is cool. I love that. This is the coolest part of the song. So that was an experience. Like I said, I really like the dynamic range, and even though I kind of got annoyed at first because it was so quiet and muted, you know, just because I couldn't hear it that well. And I don't tend to get the volume up too high because, you know, copyright and stuff. But like beyond that, the concept is amazing, because I've said that before at one point, I don't know when, but I've definitely mentioned before that nowadays dynamic range is practically non-existent in pop music. Whatever pop song you listen to, it is mastered with compressors and equalizers to the point where it's pretty much the same. Even when there's like supposed to be like a quieter part, it's not actually quieter, it's just softer. The illusion of a dynamic range is achieved through using different softer instruments or softer vocals rather than actually quieter sounds. So this is actually really interesting to hear in modern pop music, because the only thing that you really actually hear true dynamic range is in movie soundtracks where things are not compressed and, you know, dynamic range is actually still a thing. And I mean, I do love the over-compressed pop songs a lot, but I also love hearing something out of the ordinary, and this was exactly that. My favorite part of the song was definitely that bridge with that stereo, because like I listened through speakers and like the way that I sit, like the right speaker is in front of me and left speaker is like there. So like even through speakers with not an ideal setup, I still could hear that stereo so beautifully, and that's such a rare thing. So I really love that. To be honest, I expected this to be a lot more moody because of the title, you know, Season of the Witch. I was like, this is going to be something like a song that she did for Maleficent, the cover of Once Upon a Dream, where that was really like dark and witchy and just I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I mean. So like I expected something like that, but this was actually a bop. I really enjoyed it. What do you guys think about these two new songs? Which one do you prefer? Even though it's not really fair to compare them because one is for a soundtrack. But yeah, I like both of them for different reasons. Even though I feel I will gravitate more towards Looking for America because that chorus melody was just so sweet and it really captivated me. But yeah, I cannot wait for her album. I hope you guys are excited for it too. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see my reaction when it does come out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. I love you guys. Bye!